I have a couple of IEMs in this box. So I will unbox them in a single video, but I will split them up because I will include their individual sound impression, initial sound impression in the same video. So I'll split it up. I have the EW300 and Kiwi Years Kanta CANTA in this video. Both these IEMs have planar drivers in them. So the first one, this is what I was looking for. This is one of the most in demand IEM at this point of time, priced at, if I'm not wrong, $70. This one is the successor to the EW200, which was a very good IEM. EW200 was a V-shaped, fun sounding IEM with very good bass and treble clarity. So people have a lot of expectations from the EW300 too, and we will see what this IEM can deliver. Mine isn't anything fancy. This one came out in three versions. They have a standard HBB special edition, which one that one has a black matte shell, if I'm not wrong, and there is a uh, Type C version. I have the standard version with me because I do not want to pay extra for something fancy like HBB, and DSP versions are always bad. I do not want to use my IM with something weaker like DSP cable. So yeah, this is the EW300, priced at, as I said, this one is priced at only $70, if I'm not wrong, 70 or 69.99, you can say. Come on, come out. Slightly stuck. Come on. EW300, yeah. Wow. This is the kind of struggle I do not want to have, but I do face them most of the time. Struggling with the unboxing stuff. It's always not welcome to emphasize love. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by this this science, but yeah, it is what it is. So what we have in here is one DD, one planar, and one piezo driver. This one looks very similar to the EW200, very similar shell, very similar design too. You guys can see very similar design. EW300 tuning nozzles are available too. So I will check the tuning in my I will check out the tuning nozzles in my uh, standalone review, or maybe the initial review. I'll see if I do not like these default filters, then I will definitely change them and I will see what it sounds like. So these are very good looking shiny shells. I have no issues with the chrome plating or anything like that. So yeah, this is perfectly fine. They look beautiful. No issues there. Is it EXO? I'm not exactly sure what it is, but is it EXO? Let me know. I'm not exactly up to date when it comes to this kind of stuff, but is it? Small, small is what I can say. This is not big at all. But do we get a case here, carry case or anything like that? Let me take this out and what we have inside this. It reads accessories, but no, just what is this? A set of tips in SML sizes. Nothing else in this box. I'll keep it out. Let's have a look into this accessories box. Not bad. So yeah, thankfully we are getting a carry case. Unlike the EW200 that didn't had a carry case, this one has a carry case very similar to the EA 500. So yes, exactly same cable too, I believe. And we are getting some filters here and a nozzle. Pink rubber, that's new for me. I usually see black and red rings inside these nozzles. This is decent, no issues. As I said, this one has maybe exactly the same cable as the EA 500. This one is a good looking cable. I like this. No problem at all. Looks nice. EA 500 or EW 200? One of them had this exact cable. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. Looks decent. No issues with the cable or anything like that. And it's a dual core cable, hopefully SPC, and we will see how this one sounds. So this is the unboxing of Simgot EW300. I have experience with the Simgot EW200. I have owned the EA500 and EA500 LM, and from my experience I can tell you that EW300 is somewhere between EW200 and EA500. EA500 LM was very lame in my opinion. It was a veiled mess. I wasn't happy with its clarity, while the EW300 is very, very good in that regard. I will even go on to say that you can pick the EW300 instead of EA500. But if my memory is right, I can tell you that EA500 has slightly bigger stage, if I'm not wrong. But this is the initial stage of my listening. As you guys can see, it is a fingerprint magnet because of the chrome plated design here, and it's fairly comfortable. No issues with fitting or anything like that. And I find it to be fairly balanced. It is not a very colored IEM, to be precise. It has very good sub bass rumble. I was impressed with the sub bass depth, and the mid bass is fuller, not loose, not woolly. AW200 was a bit on the looser, a bit on the woolier side, while this one is cleaner, a bit more technically capable too, with slightly better dynamics. I really like the way this one renders the bass. It has very good texture, and the technical abilities are a bit more superior than the EW200 too. So all in all, it's slightly less bassy, slightly less boomy, but more technically capable. While the mid-range of EW200 was bad, okay, that was a lot in the V, was a bit on the thinner side, but the mid-range of Simgot EW300 is very good, fairly clean, no issues of any compression or anything like that. Vocals are fairly natural. They have very good finishing definition and resolution. So yes, it's a very, very good sounding mid-range at this point of time. I like the amount of texture it has, and the tonality and timbre are not an issue at all. So yeah, it's a very good IEM when it comes to mid-range. And as I said, it kind of competes with the EA 500 at this point of time. If we move on to the treble, while the EA 500 was a bit more extended, this one is nicely extended too. Unlike the EW200, which was a bit more elevated, this is not that much elevated, but it still has very good agility. Instrument in the treble region are fairly agile and faster. They have very good separation. I like the amount of contrast between back and foreground instruments, and the depth that we get in the stage is very good with the EW300 at this point of time. And I will go on to say that the stage is very well expanded. No issues with the staging, but one thing that I noticed is that This one doesn't change a lot with sources. Okay, I tried a handful of sources. It doesn't respond to more powerful sources, so that was slightly disappointing because I was expecting the planar driver and the DD to respond a bit more to powerful sources. I used the HipDAC 2 and it was very similar to when I was using Hide's S8 Pro. So yeah, it's good. There are no issues with the EW300, but uh, the good and bad thing is that you can use it with your mobile phone and low powered sources and it will respond well, but its scaling abilities at this point of time does not feel that big. In any case, it's a very good sounding IM, and stay tuned for the in-depth review after burning. I'll burn it in for around, I believe, 100 hours, and I'll make comparison and in-depth standalone reviews of the EW300. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.